The making of a black savage. The making of a black savage. First of all, we had to go to the origin. Got to go to the origin of the madness. Got to go to the origin of the madness. As I talk about this subject of the making of a black savage, first we got to go to the origin of it. Dysfunctional homes, due to the crack epidemic, due to the environment that grown savages raised babies, and as they gravitated and got older, they became savages. It's a cycle that perpetuates itself every generation, and the offsprings carry it on to the next generation. See, that's one thing you got to understand, that is, we tend to not uplift our race. I hear a lot of people on social media talking about this young savage, this Negro that's untamed, unchained. And one must not forget that it's an origin to the madness. It comes from somewhere. So when you look at that, and when you study that, and when you comprehend that, you should know that it's just not by happenstance. Now, when I was growing up in the metropolitan area of DC, I viewed shows on TV called The City Under Siege. There was a lot of crack selling. A young man can go a couple days, he'd make him a couple $1,000. You can't do that no more. It was just endless money because it was an influx of drugs and guns. And when you add that in the mix, you got killings and murders and jealousy and women and vice versa. So it's a cycle of violence that spills from the 80s, 90s, now the 2000s. And it's an ongoing legacy of cycles of violence. And I don't consider my young people young savages. How are we going to ever stop the problem if we turn down our youth? Those are the ones that are supposed to carry the torch for us older guys. This is mainly geared to the young black males. I want y'all to pay attention to this, and I want y'all to get this. You're not a savage. You're not a thug. You're a young person crying out of humble surroundings and trying to get out those humble surroundings, and you don't know how to get out. The only thing you know is violence, because that's the only thing you grew up with. The only thing you know is to disrespect your women, because you seen your mother getting disrespected. You seen her having sex with multiple men so she can support the family. You hear her in the back room crying because she might be getting raped or getting abused. This is these young kids grow up with. So people so quickly to critique stuff and say stuff and put a black eye on the youth, but are you in them households? Are you behind those closed doors? Do you see what's going on? No. So don't talk about nothing that you ain't really actually been through. This goes to the certain people on social media keep talking about the youth. They're black. They're black, just like me and you, me and you. Excuse me. So we need to get off of that, because they listen to those videos too, well as intellectual people and people that is on a political tip. The making of a young savage. And I done told you in so many words about the making of them. That's what happens. When a child is born, when a child starts to comprehend at that age, he starts sponging. He or she starts sponging. And they sponge what's around their environment. If they see violence, they see sexual activity, this is what they think they're supposed to do. So they'll have no forethought of how to correct their surroundings and their situation unless someone teach them the other way. See, this is the problem. We are too busy. We are too busy infighting each other. We are too busy fighting over social media instead of coming with the solution to the problems. I hear a lot about a long hot summer. I've done 2 videos on a long hot summer. Yes, it's gonna be more long hot summers if the solution don't get it. If the problem to the solution or the solution to the problem don't get eradicated, if stuff don't get corrected, it's always gonna be a problem in the black community. You have these men that got childish ways. When a man is immature, he's like a scared child, and that's a dangerous man, because those are the ones, unfortunately, that is killing people. They're not really thugs. They act out of fear, and that's what happens. You get a gun in the equation, the equalizer, and someone get equalized, and that's what happens. As an older black man speaking to the youth, being a thug's not cool. Until y'all women supporting your men and coaching your men to get out there and commit suicide, y'all just as guilty as the act of him doing what he do on the streets every given day. I'm telling you, brother, a woman that coach you to sell drugs is not a good woman. A woman that try to steer you away from that and is concerned about your life is a good woman. But that one to coach you to do those things, to do those acts, that's not a good woman, bro. She may do all kind of things in the bed, but that don't mean nothing. Let you lose that money. Let you lose that status of your balling, hustling, or whatever y'all young people want to call it. And she off to the races. She's going on to the next man. Then you be sitting there alone, looking stupid. The making of a savage. Dungery, murder, drug dealing, these knockout kings, hitting old moms, beating up old men, stealing ladies' purses, breaking into cars. I can go on about the vandalism, the theft, the arsony, and all kinds of the butchery, all kinds of criminal activity that goes on in the black pathological psychopathic mind. We have a lot of black psychopaths out here. Yes, we do. We got a lot of men that's can't be remade, can't be rehabilitated because they too far gone due to the institutions and correctional centers and due to the environment they never escaped from. So we got to circumvent this problem and find out why it's just keep happening. First, like I said, you got to get to the origin. If y'all recall back in the days, Maxine Waters, Ricky Ross, all these documentaries about these drug lords, and it came to none. It came to none. Now he is trying to do a positive thing within the black community. That's what we need to be trying to do. Learn from our mistakes. Learn from the origin of the problems of this new black savage we got to deal with and correct it. See, and more brothers on YouTube will get up here and start saying what I was saying. Maybe something to change. So I know someone's gonna listen to this video, and I hope you other guys that got good intentions for the black young man will get up on YouTube and do the same. Because we have a problem of labeling our youth as cast them out to the slaughterhouse of history. They ain't nothing. All they want to do is smoke weed, blase. Okay, I once was 16. Okay, I smoked more weed enough. I still drink. I still might take a little too. You know what I'm saying? But it's not to the point I'm like I used to be. So I've been where they at. See, you can't talk what you don't know. I've been there. And done some other things too. So, Case in point, again, stop knocking our youth down. They are not savages. They laws. And they can be found, less. I'm telling you, they can be found. But we got to stress that. We got to stress that. We can't sit back and keep name calling over social media after the incident took place. I saw one video. Guy done it. I think a drug deal in a apartment hallway, and a big young dude knocked his ass clean out. Then kept whipping on the man. Then here comes a young woman at the end of the video, coaching that shit on. And you wonder why there's problems in the black psychic, in the black community. But here again, we are not, certain people on social media is not adding on to a good solution, because they talk about ongoing problems in the black community. Okay, now we know. We got to move on to something else. How can we circumvent that? How can we stop that? Because I'm telling you, Willie Lynch may be dead, but his papers are still alive. Because there's a lot of old men on social media talking about young black males like it ain't nothing. Pit the old against the young against the old. There you go. That's that Willie Lynch shit. That's just one part of the letter. Remove the masculinity from the household. Remove and look what's going on. Fatherless homes, no father there. Mom got played, the father in them up again and again and again. This is why we have a cycle of savagery, of young black savages. Which are they not? Because I consider myself a king. I come from kings, not thugs, not psychopaths, not murderers, kings. And another thing, we have a low self-esteem within our race. If you don't think good about yourself, how can you be good to the world? How can you be good to society? Sisters and brothers, how can you be good to society if you don't feel good about yourself? I see a lot of people altering their looks. They putting fake hair. They trying to be someone they not. They putting all these liposuction and putting all this stuff in them to make their lips bigger, to make their ass bigger. This, that. That means we have a complex now within the black race. We ain't proud how God made us. That's another problem. And that adds on to the savage dilemma of the black psyche. Men going to stores taking the weave, stealing weaves out of Korean stores to sell like crack on the streets. That's been happening for a minute now. Because women are too lazy to condition their hair, take care of their hair, so their hair start to get falling out, or they putting bad stuff in their body. And when you don't treat your body good, your body shows outward. That means if you putting wrong stuff in your body will not process stuff like it's supposed to. This is why we have a large healthcare problem in our community. I'm touching on a lot of points because I gotta break it like that. I gotta bring it to you, because this savage thing should be stopped. Now, I done seen a lot of titles talking about this young black savage, and we not savages. That's a slap in the face. And to go on to what brothers be saying, we're becoming a laughing stock of the human race. Let me tell you something about that. If you don't take yourself seriously, no one else will. I don't know how many times people got to say that. If you don't take yourself seriously, no one else will. If you act like a clown, this is how the world perceives you, as a clown. That's another thing. We gotta stop people from stereotyping us and putting us in a certain category and correcting that shit at the door. I'm a very serious man. And I've been serious for years. I may play sometimes, but when it gets down to the hard brass roots and the knuckles of it, I'm serious about my self-preservation, my life, my culture, what I believe in, so forth and so on. And that's how every black man should be. And stop selling for less. Poverty is a curse. We need to be trying to be economic pimps instead of that old 70s shit pimp. What I mean by economic pimps, we need to find out how the hell to get this money, why are we getting locked out all these deals and contracts in this society, and find out what the hell is going on and get serious about making some serious goddamn money and stop being in the peanut gallery and start educating our mind and getting these goddamn diplomas and certificates so we can work as normal citizens to get and to acquire money and build our own infrastructure and stop relying on scraps from the master table. Again, your oppressor is not gonna let you surpass him, so he's gonna keep you at a certain level. And they play technology through the propaganda, and all kinds of brainwashing techniques to keep us at a certain level. This is why you got this savagery going on. This is why you got these black savages. Because they haven't connected the dots. They haven't put 2 and 2 together, 1 and 1 together. They haven't done the life mathematics and equation to solve the problem which they are stuck in. They are stagnated. A lot of black men are stagnated because they don't know how to get unstagnated. And then that's when the savagery starts. See, D, I'm giving you keys to get out of your dilemma, brother and sisters. This not only for the brothers, it's for the sisters too. You must break that lie that's being prostituted to us every day on the TV screen and mainstream society. Are you gonna settle for being called a savage? Or you gonna be settled being called a hoe, a ghetto gagger, a hoochie, a twerker? Are you gonna justify that? Or you gonna sit back, lay down, and take it up the rear? Or you gonna correct that and say, no, I'm better than that? See, that's the problem. We settle for less. And then we expect us to be showed a positive life. The media is not geared to black people. Don't you understand that? It's not geared to black people. It's geared to other peoples, not us. That's why we have to create our own media. And social media, I must say, is doing a great benefit for us to have an outlet and talk about what we need to talk about. I give social media that. I give them kudos on that. But on a bigger picture, don't expect to be showed in a positive light. You gotta get up on here or get up on some kind of social media network and other brothers and sisters encourage people to show us in a positive light. Because a lot of youth are going to college, getting doctorates, getting PhDs, women and men, but they're not gonna show that on mainstream television. They're gonna show you the downfall. They're going to show you the savages. They're going to show you the rise. They're going to show you the dilemmas. They're going to show you everything geared to sadness, destruction, decay for the black race. And then with our tunnel vision, we look at that and that's what we think about ourselves. Well, the black race is fucked up. I guess I'll join the party. No, that's a cop-out. I'm telling you now, it's a lot of positive stuff going on too. But you got to tap in that resource and find out what's going on. The making of a young savage. The making of a young savage. I gave you some historical context on this. How the savage came through generations to become the savage now. And I gave you the way to solve and heal and get out of that savagery. You don't have to be a savage all your life, young man, young woman. You can get the hell out. It's called praying. It's called hope. It's called wisdom. It's called victory. It's called believing in the Almighty. It's called believing in God. I may not be a saint, but I still believe in the Most High. But if you leave him out the equation, that's it. It's an all out war on your soul, meaning that the devil will come into your life. I used to be a boxer. I'm gonna tell you guys that box, that used to box